Joe Kersey here on 31st of July, a little bit before 11 o'clock in the morning, Eastern Daylight Time on 2015. And you see the temporary easement stake, and then you have there's a white piece of tape around this oak tree, which I'm pretty certain means, that's somebody's been out here and said that's that tree's to be saved, as indeed on the plans it shows it's to be saved. They didn't mark this oak tree because it's outside of the temporary easement, nor did they mark that pine tree because it's not anywhere near anything. But you can see over here they've marked the trees they're going to cut down with with big orange X's. See them down there. See them over here. You can see them down in the swale there. Okay, so Paul ran to the store, and so we just got back about 20 minutes ago. So they've been out here in the last hour and a half, hour 15 minutes. So that still doesn't mean I will have to be out here all the time to keep my eye on things. Hello, YouTubers. Joe Kersey here on August 1st, 2015, around, that's getting on toward 3:30, well, it's actually almost 4 o'clock in the afternoon, Eastern Daylight Time. I got over here for 6, and since it's the first day of the month, I did the prayer list for the Partners in Prayer group at our church. I was able to thin it out a bit. Still took just over 5 pages to print, though. But I do it in 24-point type, because a number of people, who do this are a little older in their eyes. They don't want to squint at that type, particularly that small font on their computer. And then I printed out for a couple of them, and they most assuredly don't want to squint at small type. They don't have a computer. So I got that done, got that squared away, and then there's a little financial shit I had to do. And then, of course, watched some inevitable YouTube. Paul's been in his big swath and sling here all day, and has been actually stayed awake most of the day. No, all the day, I think. Oh, he may have gone in for a nap once. Made a run down to the store to get some medicine. I mean, real medicine, that's not a euphemism. So it's been fairly benign. There's a fellow that watches my stuff, and we've been leaving comments back. He's been leaving comments. We've been going back and forth about this story I told the other day about this traveling liver harvester that came into Grant, and then we got talking about autobiography and making videos that are autobiographical and things. But see, what happened was I left a reply to him. The last reply I left him, I used the word excuse me, discurses. Discurses. The plural of discursus, which is not a word that you hear used very much anymore. It's, you know, it was, as a lot of my language sometimes is. It was very popular in the 17th century. That spell checker was just going nuts trying to, you know, keep changing the spelling and not recognizing it and this, that, and the other. And to the point it made me doubt myself how I was spelling it. So then I changed the spelling, and then it turned out, of course, I spelled it wrong the second time, as you so often do. And this damn Google Plus, you know, he was contacting me on Google Plus. You know, there used to be a time you could edit your comments. I mean, if you realized you'd messed up and hadn't done it properly after you posted them, you could edit them. And that function seems to have gone away now, both in YouTube and Google Plus. So you know, in trying to edit the thing, I deleted it, so I had to redo it again. Well, if that's the worst thing that happened to me today, I guess I've been pretty damn fortunate, huh? Hell, I could be over in ISIS land or some damn place. Or living in Los Angeles. I'm going to cough on that one. So I guess I'm pretty lucky. So, been a very quiet, wonderful day. I did walk up into the field where they're, you know, going to traipse across and take part of my place, because I wanted to see if they'd put any new stakes in, since they've been doing a lot of staking out here the last 3 days. Or if they had tied ribbons around trees or marked trees or whatever, and there was no further activity up in that field. So that's where it stands. I bet you, I have a feeling these guys are going to be out here at 7:30 Monday morning. I think that's what's going to happen. And the weather's going to, you know, it's basically going to hold. You know, we might get the occasional shower on 1 or 2 days next week, but that's going to be it. So I mean, we're heading into the time of year where it's perfect to do this kind of stuff, you know. So I'm going to shut up now and say bye-bye, YouTubers, and I read in church tomorrow with my judge buddy. I'm the number 2 reader, so I read Ephesians 4, and he gets to read the story of he reads something out of Samuel. I printed it up and got it all squared away and practiced it, but it slips my mind right now. All right. So bye-bye, YouTube. There we go. Little shot there of the beverage of the moment here.